Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Alex here with the much needed Minecraft episode. I do apologize about last week. I didn't expect to get really sick. I'm just coming over it myself right now. But enough about me. Let's get back to the channel and the video. This week I'm doing the ship again. I figured kind of jump back to this every now and then so it doesn't get stale in my mind. But I do plan on finishing the little village flipping first. But enough about that. For this little part of the video, I'm deciding to attach the balloon to the actual ship. So I'm using the nether fence post, kind of make it look like it's the little rope that they have on ships and stuff, usually that go up to the mast. But for this, I'm using it to tie it around the boat. After I was done recording and started editing today, I realized I didn't finish the rope. I only did the part of the rope that goes up and over the boat. Didn't do the part that goes around the balloon. So what you're seeing is half of the rope being done. In next episode, I'm going to finish with the ship. I'll do the other half of the rope and finish that up all together. And towards the end of this video, I'm also going to work on the front of the ship, play around with that a little bit. And I do a little bit of decorating on the side, but most of that's going to be taken down to give the ship a little bit of a curve on the deck. Don't want it too boxy. And then with that episode, I'm probably just going to add the back end of the ship and start decorating. So we're looking about another 2, 3, possibly 4 videos on this ship. And while I'm talking about the video and stuff, I want to tell you about the plan that I have for the map here. Because I speculated a little bit, I've reached out to a few people, and when I get something back, it'll be a little bit more happier. But I want to open this map to a bunch of people and let them build and add their own addition and stuff. And if their YouTube channel or some other video creator for Minecraft, they can definitely make a video off of it. If they don't, hey, I can record and stuff. I'll put the video on my channel, give them full credit and all that. If they don't want a video on it being showed, sure thing. I'll just do a quick little 5-second blurb in the beginning or end of the video, just showing it off so they can say, "Yeah, I made that. It looks amazing." And that's the whole plan for this map. It's currently the Xbox 360 standard size, and depending on how popular it gets and how much gets built in this, I'm probably going to upgrade to a little bit of a larger size. But if you're interested in that and have an Xbox One or 360, actually no wait, you can't go back to the 360 with how everything's done. If you have an Xbox One, I'm sorry if you don't. Just send an email to the channel, leave a message down below. Don't message my Xbox account. I ignore that thing. Half of the people I'm friends with on there message me and I don't even realize it until it's like a month later. Hey, you want to play? Sure. We sent that a month ago. I feel like a creepy person. Yeah. But back to the ship. I'm using the fence post, as I said, like to make look like rope. So big wall out of it, and the little indents on the ship. I'm using those as where the rope's going to be held. Right now, I don't have anything down there decorative. I'm just trying to get the overall shape of the rope. And as you saw with the first half, it went up and over the balloon. That's what I'm doing here. And I'm just mimicking. The back half of the balloon was easier because it was all straight sections. Here it gets a little bit harder because I have that little bit of a curve on towards the center of the balloon. So I'm doing the straight sections right now, and then I'm going to go back and do the curvy part, which I'm actually tackling right now. And I'm just trying to make it look like the rope is tied up against it, laying over it. But kind of hard to do with everything being boxes. But overall, I think I got the nice shape. And you're not going to see it from head on or side to side. It's going to be more of something you see at an angle. And one thing I definitely want to mention is make sure you have you don't have your fence diagonal. You want it to be cornered off. That's why you see me pulling the fence over to the first fence post and then stopping. That way you don't have your balloon color kind of coming through too much. It looks like the whole fence / rope is attached. And that's definitely one of the more important things. And working with the ropes and such. I don't refer to the fence as rope now because I'm going to say rope or fence and stuff. I'm just going to say rope now. And you have to definitely take your time with this. There's a few sections of rope I'm going to go back and redo, mainly the back half that's going down to the ship, because it doesn't look like it's really taut. It looks more like it's just curved with the balloon than going diagonally down. I think I did a better job with the front half. And now we're getting to the part where the rope actually connects with the ship. And I wanted to make it look like it was kind of like a door hinge. Has that little flexibility with it when the ship's rocking and swaying in the wind and such. So I'm playing around with designs to come up with something that's special, looks nice, and a little bit different than the normal stuff, which takes me a while. I'm playing around with cobblestone here because I felt if I used the stone brick, it would look too neat and clean. I want a little bit of a rustic look to the ship. And if I use something like iron, which this thing is supposed to be made out of, little quotation marks around that, you're limited to one block. You don't have the stairs, you don't have the half slabs. So I definitely want a nice little texture there, but I want to be able to play around with the half slabs and stair blocks. And at the end I come up with a nice little design. I do a line of cobblestone blocks under the fence post, and then I go around with the fence, do a quick little box around the end cap, and then just have some stairs with little end pieces off to kind of fill in the center. And it gives a nice little design. I do it up front too. And I think overall that works well with it. The one thing that I didn't see coming with this ship is how I usually design the ships is these things are definitely going to be in the middle of like the walls and stuff. So I'm excited about trying to figure out a way to work around that and still make it look nice and like a ship. I mean, overall, I've enjoyed doing this little balloon ship. And I definitely am excited to see what it's going to be like when it's done. Right now, for the rest of this video, I'm just going to be doing little bits of decoration. And it's going to start with the front. I'll do a little bit of the middle. The back half, I'm leaving blank because I'm going to build it up. I'm going to do 2-3 levels there. And now we're getting a little supplies to the front, which I'm keeping with the normal theme. I'm going to be dropping the floor down in the front to make like a little walk down crawl section that's under an upper deck. So the front section is going to have 2 decks. The bottom one is going to be dropped down 1 block, and then there's going to be another one up. And I'm going to make it tight and a little cramped. You just see me expanding the floor out a little bit. And this is where you really get to have fun. You get to choose where the stairs are. If there's going to be 1, there's going to be 2. I think I do 2 little steps down to this section, then I do 1 big stair going up into the middle. Working out. And you definitely want to try and make sure everything's symmetrical. And you can see there I have my 2 steps, and then I'm working on where the third one's going to be. I definitely want to figure out where the floor upstairs is going to be before I do any of the details. Because I want it to feel a little cramped, but I don't want it to be too bad. So I think the finished weight was 2.5 blocks. And I'm just mirroring the floor down below. I'm going to have some little fence posts logs that are coming up to finish the decoration, make it look like it's being supported. And I use just fencing in between to kind of make it look like it's got a nice little railing. You're going to be held in safe. You're not going to fall overboard on whatever is going to be below. Normally, if it's a ship, it's going to be water. This thing flies. So, might not be a happy ending. And for the corners, I pretty much just go from one end to the other and build the logs up. But there is a little section that's right here where I just do 1 log and I ignore the other corner. And I definitely play around with how I want over here to look with the stairs and stuff. And the front of the ship, as I think I mentioned in the first video, was just a rough estimate of where it's going to be. Now that I have the upper deck, I know where I'm going to build the actual pointy part of the ship. I'm not even sure what it's called. So I'm trying to get that nice little shape there. I want a little hollow section in the middle to make it look a little bit more neat. And I feel if it was filled in and there's like a side wind or something, it wouldn't work that well with the ship. So nice little hollowed out section. I definitely play around with the overall shape. I want to get that nice curved up feeling to it. And now you see me just raising the logs that are holding up the floor there. And I put fencing in between it to make it look like nice and supportive. You're not going to be walking off the ship. And I definitely go downstairs and do that. And I think I'm going to fill in the front section there where you have that little hole, or I might make it a little walkout section so you can view. And then I just play around with designs and stuff. And I think since with this part being a little end on the inside of the ship, I make it a different color and put fencing on there. Nothing really too complicated. Next episode, I'm going to be retracing this, and I'll definitely go slower over it. So I'm just going to let the time-lapse video finish off, because I really have nothing left to say other than trying to talk my way through it. And there's only like 10 seconds left of the video. So have a good one. Okay, and that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I love reading your comments, so please comment on anything could be about the cats, about future episodes, about something you would like to see on the channel, anything. Other than that, this is Sergeant Alex, and I hope you have a nice day.